から未来の後悔捨てずにフライにはなるかバンないお前が最低なんて言わないで映画で大正解再現だってのなクリアです相手にしないで相手にしたって愛から無情のキスしてゼリーフライにはなるわ言うんだよお前は私のもんだろう蹴りついた手で目もくれずベッドの上伏すだんだんこっちもひらついてんば制度語ビザは言うにことがグッディスさあさあ始まりましたヒステリックな今宵もラリーが続くでしょ堂々とすももないは平手打ちジャッジは不在のファイトが幕開けて一回ぐらい私の話も聞いてちょうだいよなんでだってつなんてなってマジで私は きっと今とは違う日々が待ってるものだと勝手に思っていたけれど気づく未来はどうにいやなんでもないよだけどねその悲しみのあまりの重さに耐えられなくなってしまいそうな時は歩みを止めて耳を傾けてこの記憶に見覚えがあるでしょうさあ目を閉じて
An aspirant can afford to be pleased. An entrepreneur must have.
昔それは遠い昔未来はまだまだずっと先できっと今とは違う日々が待ってるものだと勝手に思っていたけれど気づく未来はどうにいやなんでもないよだけどねその悲しみのあまりの重さに耐えられなくなってしまいそうな時は歩みを止めて耳を傾けてこの記憶に見覚えがあるでしょうさあ目を閉じ しそれは遠い昔未来はまだまだずっと先できっと今とは違う日々が待ってるものだと勝手に思っていたけれど気づく未来はどうにいやなんでもないよだけどねその悲しみのあまりの重さに耐えられなくなってしまいそうな時は歩みを止めて耳を傾けてこの記憶に見覚えがあるでしょうさて落として
this. Pity the emperor's
昔それは遠い昔未来はまだまだずっと先できっと今とは違う日々が待ってるものだと勝手に思っていたけれど気づく未来はどうに と今とは違う日々が待ってるものだと
How's the weather? It's been super stormy in Germany the last like 2 nights. Very windy. But it's actually getting a bit warmer. Nice. I love essences, man. Imagine if we had essence on the map device. Imagine how broken that shit would be, dude. Because these essence classes, they already feel amazing with a single essence per map, you know? Imagine if we had more essences per map. Like 4 guaranteed or something. So speaking of essences, I have these essence sections that I wanted to use. But I have to make sure I full clear the map when using them. So we'll probably use them for Shaper Guardians, because we kind of walk the entire map in those anyway. Yeah, should be good in Shaper Guardians. I'll use those. Wait, sections don't work on Shaper Guardian maps. Okay, I guess we'll use them when we can come back to normal maps. And warp. No invitation. Is Shakarian got garbage? Yep. That's like 80% of the time. Ash and Wood. I like this map. Actually find the boss. It's kind of hard sometimes. Or is a remnant on this one? Can't click it then. Baby, look at these essences though. We're gonna craft an insane bow with these, right? Definitely. I need to make up my mind. Do we go Fizz or Elemental bow though? Elemental is gonna be so much easier to craft and so much stronger. With little investment. But on the other hand, I have 2 non-Fizz to Fizz. I would like to use them. What else do we use them if not for a physical bow? A physical... I mean, I have this claw from Rock. I have this merciless flaring Imperial claw from Prefix. We could just toss it on there and see what happens. Or maybe play a claw build of that. But I played claw builds last league already, man. I'm definitely content. Yeah. Physical weapons are fucking hard to craft here with non-Fizz to Fizz. I think Harvest Reforge and Jagged Fossils are probably better than Essences. But you get the Essences for free while farming the other ones, so might as well use them. It's kind of weird to me how I'm like lagging this much in-game. Like constant 100+ ping, but we're not losing any frames on stream. I actually wonder if this lag is maybe the PoE servers and not me. It's a bit weird. Normally when I start lagging in-game I also drop some frames on stream. Not today though. Oh, just as I said that the frames just dropped. Alright, never mind. Spoke too soon, yep. Pick this Marvelous Cache, please. Oh, a tunnel blueprint. That's huge. There's gems. Already craft the dagger. For this build, if you have enough poison chance because you have a coated from Nell or other things like Crown of Agony. If you don't need poison chance on the dagger, you just do the +1 recipe. You know, you pick up gems that have 40 quality and physical tag, and do the recipe. Get a +1 physical dagger guaranteed, and then you Orc Regal and hope to get like a decent mod. But either way, you just benchcraft like trap throwing speed on it, and you have an okay dagger. Japan and London round. That's a weird combo, dude. Where do you live that both Japan and London are good rounds for you to play on? My heist not's working. I feel like I get plenty of caches, yeah. I feel like I got more than usual. And the bounty pack definitely spawns 10% of the time too. Get my sweet markers from there. Kazakhstan. Wait, are they like just in the middle of London and Japan? They could actually be, yeah. But aren't those... Isn't London, the Moscow server the go-to then? But I craft the shield. I don't use the shield anymore. The +1 shield you mean? I just reforged physical and harvest hundreds of times or dozens of times early on in the league. No, actually reforge more likely is how I got my shield, I think. The shield doesn't have +1 fizz, what am I saying? The suppression live shield, right? Yeah, we just made that with more likely reforges, so I spammed like all kinds of reforges on the shield. You know, life, fire, chaos, all of those. And at some point I hit like life, resist, and I benchcrafted suppression on there and did a more likely reforge, and it rolled pretty good rolls. Harvest check. Flipkart Gamba. Can't be in. So few blueprints this league. I found way fewer blueprints from logbooks this league than I usually do. Because last league and this league, in both leagues I found a ton of expedition, right? Last league they kind of showered me in blueprints, but this league I felt like I got way less from logbooks. The highest chest, they usually just drop the contract now instead of a blueprint most of the time. I should upgrade these to deafening so I can do this recipe here better. Gotta put in 7 now, that sucks. But we've got a really good one though. Lead fire on bow, that's exactly what I want. Or is it actually? We want to do cold lightning mostly. But fire doesn't hurt. Add 2 spells, we can get rid of this one. That is tier 1 int, very good. Oh, that's nice. And it's Redeemer influence. Wait, that's weird. Why is it Redeemer influence? Why is it Diamond Ring? Why do we want to clear the suffix? Suffix cannot be changed. No, like the suffix can't be changed, and then I mean, Reforged Life is not likely to give you a good life roll though. You might have to use that craft like 10 times. It's very expensive to get like tier 1 life or tier 2 life there. Since the base is really shitty, you know, crit chance is a really weak base. I think I would go for suffix can't be changed, and then just a Veil Chaos up and get like a 50 life roll from the Chaos, from the Veil Chaos. You know, just unveil a decent life roll and then craft minus mana cost or something. Yeah, it's 59 life. It's like tier 3 life, right? Basically, from the Veil Chaos. I think that's what I would settle on, because it's pretty much guaranteed, while a Reforge life more likely is like super unlikely. That is a flaring bow with tier 5, that's not good. Scarab or Devourer? I honestly feel like the Scarab crafts aren't even that good anymore in this league. Last league I needed them so badly for Winged Reliquary, but this league we don't need them as badly. How do you fix this? You Dread Essence it? I don't even know what you're going for here. Is this like an EA bow or something? I don't know how they're even supposed to look like. Haven't played EA. Give me an Ignorance here. Ignorance. It's a brief watch, let's put them on the quiver. You wanna get rid of the lightning damage, or what's your issue here? Cold Frenzy? Cold Frenzy is really not that good. They only have 4 frenzies, right? I don't know what version you're playing. Maybe you're playing a badge version? No, then you wouldn't use that kind of suffixes. So unique on the ground somewhere? Oh, it's unique belt of that type. Hold on, this is actually pretty good then. Fragment exchange. Conqueror are we low on? Hunter. Right. Let's try to make this into Hunter then. That'll work out. Eradicator was good, that's +1 set. The Swerve just keeps on giving. The trial too. So hard, dude. Thanks. What's up, Lucas? Alright, we're hoping for... We already have everything witnessed? Yes, we do. We're hoping for a twisted drop here. Elder farming? Yeah, we're doing all of the... Not the Elder Gardens right now. Takes forever, man, running all these Guardians. I had more than 200 Guardian maps in my stash. It's a bit of a pain. But when I say Guardian maps, it's Guardians and Conquerors. They're all in the same tab, right? And 215 in that like special new tab there for Guardians and Conquerors. I don't have to run all of them though, because I only want to run the ones that I can use for Twisted and an Elder Slayer invitation. That extras, then I'm gonna keep them, so we're only gonna run like 160 or 80 maybe. Still a lot of maps though. Hopefully it'll be done by tomorrow evening. Because we'll have to kill like all the Shapers, Elders, Mavens as well. It's gonna be a big grind. And we're also already getting Vodafone at just 5 PM. So I don't know how much longer I can stream. Day off, yeah. I know it's Sunday today, right? That's why Vodafone is especially bad. It's like it's the best day to stream, but also the worst day for Vodafone, though. This is fucking shit. Can't wait to get out of this contract, dude. Show me your gloves? Shit, dude. I got frenzied from a skeleton. They're from skeletons. Think Telecom is better? I mean, it's fiber though, is the difference, right? I'm going from shitty cable to a fiber that they literally planted right. They're planting it right now. It's not done until March. They're working on it right now. Surely it's gonna be really good, right? It's very new. What could possibly go wrong there? They look very nice, dude. They don't look very nice at first, but they actually look good. Are you swapping internet? Yeah. I have this contract for like 4 months already that starts next month in March. Like 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now. I can't start earlier because you'll be like building it right now. Locking suffixes in Ashlang? Yeah, you could do that. Kind of risky though. I would just benchcraft probably. Being known as a tech country and having ass internet? Wait. I mean, maybe we're known to as a tech country to the outside, but if you're German, you know how much of a meme German like internet infrastructure is. Exactly. It's like the fastest internet in the world. Yeah. Definitely not hard to beat Germany. Be ready a lightning strike? Oh, I thought you were doing like the war build, that's why you asked me. Didn't know what build you were playing. I assumed you were playing the same build as me because you asked me. Not sure. But how do you plan to get Frenzy there though? Are you just using just in case you get it? Because the Reforged Lab is not going to give you the Frenzy mod. Isn't Scandinavian internet also really good? And how those Baltic countries like Latvia and so on, Estonia, they have really good internet too, right? Some good Finnish places. Welcome to Twist Invitation. Need one. Let's just pick up the last couple of sets here. The last 4 eradicators that I have. To kill permutations. Should be good. So let's get into that too. Alright. Coming to Brazil. Plus 3.5 base crit for gloves. Yeah, it's like the whole point of the build, really. The whole point of the build is to scale Herald of Ice to huge damage and freeze every time. You have high crit chance to freeze, so that it chains off through attacks of monsters. The horror gloves are essential. Herald of Ice doesn't have any crit chance by default. So you need to add either a huge chunk of chance to freeze or a lot of crit chance to Herald of Ice. Otherwise it will not apply a new freeze to the monsters that it kills, and then the monsters that it kills can't be Herald of Ice exploded, you know? Freeze Prolog helps though. You don't need like 100% chance to freeze, because freeze Prolog helps a lot. You need like a solid chance to freeze, and you achieve that by critting. And critting also improves the damage by a lot. Otherwise, it's really hard. Like, it deals triple damage from the staff, right? The penetration on the amulet gives it like another double, maybe even triple damage. And then you can get another double damage from Calamity's Visions, and then you can get like 300 crit multi and crit cap from crit, and that's another triple damage here. You can scale Herald of Ice's damage to pretty absurd levels. That's like the whole plan of the build. Gem for a 5 link on a trapper, you drop void manipulation, you don't need that one. You definitely need the other 5 though. On one element is your 5 link and it's really good. 4 link is rough, but once you get your 5 link you're fine. The 6 link is just a small boost. Just single targets. Wait, what build are we talking about? This build is like full on damage right now. I'm like double cold iron points and Ming's heart. I think we have like 20 million single target or something. On warp, it's a couple million on warp, like 3 or 4 million DPS. It's very convenient, like very comfortable to kill map bosses with now, especially since I've got like the extra corruptions. But it's not a build you would want to use for like bossing these guardians and something that just takes too long. The build is like we're building around a weekly, right? Working at a chaos. I think working at a chaos is not that good. But just POB, maybe it's okay. It has +1 gems, right? So it's not, definitely not terrible. Like an Empower level 2 that adds a ton of flat chaos, it's probably fine. Assassin or Ascendant for a warp build? I haven't looked into Ascendant at all, I don't even know what they get, to be honest. The Palping would definitely be very good. Like you can start over here and pick up this Inspire, or this what's it called, the Natural Instinct for huge AoE, a bit of duration. And then pop like through here, pick up a Determination Mastery, skip the Shadow area, should be good. And you get some base crit, right? You don't really get enough crit though, it's rough. Like for actually crit capping Herald of Ice, it's maybe like a hatred base crit watches. And investing more nodes into crit, like actually picking up the crit nodes. Because my warp build doesn't really pick up any damage nodes, right? We don't pick up this crit, or like this crit, or even not even this crit. When you pick up all of those, and use like a hatred base crit watcher, it's probably pretty good crit. But I haven't looked into Ascendant really. Like I think with the gear that I have was a clear assassin, but Cultist and Scion can probably be okay too. Maybe better with other gear. You drop the Yoke, a Shafts, and a Void Battery in one map. I don't know if there's a build that uses them all together. Maybe like... It would be like a... What would that be? Like Shafts and Void Battery kind of sounds like maybe like Stormbrand to me. Spark or Arc. I don't know if Void Battery is the weapon for Spark. You kind of want projectile speed on Spark. For Arc though, it's pretty good though, for sure. Then you don't need a Yoke there. But I guess like a low life, 2 Void Batteries, Spark would deal pretty good damage. I don't know how he built any defenses there. There's like 5 KS, like no armor built. To do 16 shafts? Yeah, I have no idea what to do for shafts either. Shafts? Probably some kind of bossing build, you know, because just gonna... like a low life shafts build should be able to build like pretty big damage, but like mobility and defenses are kind of hard to build like that route, like almost any spell. Should be good for bossing builds. Ooh, it's just never dropping, man. I'm really kind of glad in hindsight we got so many extra guardians. You know, so few eradicators, because I got all these extras to run. Apparently need to run them to get.
做善吗？做二阶的就好了，二阶做一做爽飞就好了。不然会简单一点，不要几个二阶的做，剩下的过滤掉。智障，我摘2次能起来好。靠腰，这选一选，结果全部都选进来了。
継ぎはぎだらけの秘密との時間
这个不要。あ、もういいし。有这个东西吗？瑞特米在哪里？吉他来试试看。Trash。Trash。
し込む光を集めあの世界をここに呼ばわ切り裂けよ先も闇も迷いも運命今夢中も不条理も何もかも照らせよたとえ差し違えるさ誰でも立ち向かうのは君がそばにいるからいてくれるからあの日見たものは夢なのだろうかそれともこの目で見ることのできる現実なのか貫けよ俺せばない大いなる刃を立て炎を決しかけ勝利へ見上げてる空は遠くどこまでも遠く
好像不是可以稍微接的，切特接的好像直接就行。
それでも僕は孤独じゃなくてそれでも君も一人じゃなくて二人一つだからその目に映した悲しみを消して何を犠牲にしても君の願いの叶えるから導けよ俺シルバーライト聖なる刃を抜き衝動を手のつく勝利へとスーパー幾千億の時をも超えて君を抱きしめる導けよ俺シルバーライト探しに行くんだそこ
4个到底是怎样？又有海王吗？总说他是 trash
使命だなんてそう思ってただけど今分かったんだ僕らならもう重ねた日々がほら導いてくれる君が大人になってくその時間だ く君の街へ届けよう例えばそれがこんな歌だったら僕らはどこにいたとしてもつながってゆける
有14种一阶配方。总共有
阿
几
奇，我没加入 BFT， 好奇问个。
Games, they are more fresh when they are entering the grand final.
Good part though. And then we'll try to get an additional power charge, and that will basically had. Yeah, that looks much better. They do get killed. Ow. They do get killed because I don't have the tank. I think I need to be like level 80 something to have.
The 1-4 split on the two lanes, and it's not happening here. So Zarya gets banned right away, same is happening with Stukov. Very early Genji pick, so they're going very much so into the train of thought where you want to have heroes that can jump between the lanes. Anubara comes to mind, Karazim is an option, we saw him in one of the earlier games. Muradin can traverse territory very easily, he's another one. On the side lane, you could talk about Urel, just to give one example, but of course Abraxas, Rexa is very strong on the top lane, Blaze is still someone that you should always keep in mind, that hero is insane. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of those. There's an Uberog already taken, and we get Hanzo together with that, so it will be clear there too. You could also, I mean, it supports I highlighted Karazim a bit because it's one of the few maps that we see Karazim more or less regularly. But if you're playing with Genji, Anduin of course is always someone you at least have. There's Muradin, so again, you can jump over terrain as well. Rhaegar's a little faster on the run here, so they decide against going for the light bomb Genji combination. But Rhaegar is obviously great on all of the camps that we have, he just speeds it up with his light machine. But we head into the next couple of bans, and we still have the side lane to consider. So Rayquaza could be targeted with a ban, or they're going for a ban on Dino. That's another one that they could push in. Maybe get rid of Sylvanas, for example. You don't want to play her Phoenix. Yeah, we've seen him a bit more. Interestingly enough, especially some of the 80s, Simplicity at the Miami events, who are quite fond of playing Phoenix every now and then. And in this case, it's your speed of rotations is everything. You can collapse onto the solo lane a bit, gang up onto the opponent's solo laner. So, what else? Next two picks here. What do we get for Ixia, for example? It's very likely going to switch over to the support again. Market played previously on this map Gul'dan. So, that's another one. The right wing, a little bit of global pressure at least. And there's our Sylvanas. It's actually funny to me how they're dodging out and picking a side laner. Normally those get picked a lot faster than that. And let's go at it. What do we have? Rayquaza, make a choice. Is it a Blaze? Is it Rexa? Or is it the Space Gun? There's a bit more that you could pick. but I would assume that it's one of them. Oh, Sagara for Dino! And we get Raxa. Okay, that is a lot of push power that we have in this. Nice. I like it. Yeah, Zagara's played a few times here. It's always a bit of a hit or miss pick. But she can be good. And honestly, it's fun to see her every now and then. But it's not the typical Dino hero in the sense that you normally associate him with a hero that is a little bit more mobile, agile in the way that he moves. There's the Nubarak Blaze combo now. And that brings us to map number 2 of the best of 7 series. So guys, let's go and see if Le Beast can win a map or if we're gonna see a 3-0 lead for Team 1. Okay, I don't think getting a free win is okay just for being first place at the end of the tournament. Doesn't work that way in any pro sports. Yeah, I personally don't like it either. So I don't know when this started and what the reasoning behind it is, but I find this argument that the team deserves an advantage because they made it to the grand final without losing a little bit silly, because again, they're getting rewarded by first of all making it to the grand final, and second of all by having to play a lot less games, whereas the team that drops down has to play a lot more games as well. So for me this was always a weird one, but yeah, this discussion keeps popping up time and time again. But for me personally, I agree with that. I think it's silly. I would not give a 1-0 advantage in the tournaments that I run. I don't do that. I mean, even in the tournament in Miami, we didn't. Team One with a 2-0 against Le Beast. To the day, I don't know if Le Beast is in any way related to Sonic Le Beast, who of course had his moment, his 5 minutes of fame there. But I assumed at some point that maybe Play is someone that Sonic renamed. We renamed, but yeah, that apparently isn't the thing. So I don't know what the origin of that name is, but either way, it doesn't really matter too much. We currently have for the blue team Dequaza on Raxa, we get Masquerade of Murden, Dino is playing on Zagara, as I already mentioned a bit earlier. Ultra is from Genji, Banana H on Rega, and on the right side it's we on Blaze, except right wing, Nubarak, Bishops on Hanzo, and get on Sylvanas. And Sylvanas pushed at the bot lane. It's already starting up here, so we got the tower down to 20% HP, 15, something like that. Not too much. Top side, that's where we now have our solo lane established. Blaze and Rexa, as you would expect. Bit of a Beetle style here with the Legion of Beetles on level 1 for Play. And already the creep spread all over the place for Dino as he's trying to take control of the lane. And there are quite a few heroes on the other side who can deal with that, especially Nubarak later on. If he goes into it, can of course use that AoE burn to make sure that he just covers those creep bombers pretty easily. There's nothing worse than you playing against Zagara that is able to just spread creep across the entire map and establishes a legal map hack. So yeah, there's that. But once again, we're having, for now, some attempts of going not only for the objective, but of course for the initial kill. There's a lot of wave clear that we're seeing thanks to Dino and the Zagara plays, but they have more than that. Genji is of course getting a lot of damage out against the backline, or at least trying to put pressure on Make and on Bishops in particular, the 2 damage dealers here. So, there that. And yeah, Masquerade has to be careful as well here. Okay, so the top beacon, as you would expect, goes over to Rexa. That's not really a shocker, considering that you have Misha and Rexa just splitting on lane on objective. It's very similar to what we're seeing on Dragonshire when Rexa is played. Now, it's not quite as impactful here as it is on Dragonshire, but still pretty important. Kill against Brightwing starts us off, and Make! Ultralisk! Ultralisk! And he's dead! But a Nubarak, he is going to pay a price for this. Yeah, Nubarak is gonna die. He got the kill against Genji, but the second that he locked it in, he already knew that he would die too. So he's dead. But Sylvanas could have died as well. It was a vision play more so than anything else. Great escape by Make, but there was a chance that we see Ultralisk delivering that one auto attack and then locking the kill in. Level 4 on both sides now, which gives us the Envenom Spines right here. Top of that, we now get the Thunder Burn too. And of course, the attempt to establish that lead even further. They're already at 36% on the progress with the beacon, and they're getting a little bit more. Not too much, but no matter who takes the objective now, the 100%, this is already a solid play by them too. And talking about solid plays, and Uberak! Oh boy! Bishops is in trouble, so is an Uberak. Bishops makes it out with 29 HP. Muck is also on the run, and damn are they getting slapped here. Yeah, these fights are looking fantastic for a team. Wow. The red team is doing what they can to stay alive through them, but it just doesn't feel like they're getting close to a kill. And now we at the top is also getting attacked. Ultral is diving in deep to pressure him. He survives, but it's 100% 2-0. So they get the full lead on this first objective, and Zagara is already up at the top. So she is going to move in now and tries to help destroying the first fort of the game. That's obviously what they're aiming for here. There's a lot of pressure. Bottom of the map on the other hand, they might even go for a kill. Ixia is a bit low, barely survives. Macke, he wants the kill on Dequaza. The Storm Bolt shuts him down though. Misha moves in as well. Hanzo dies at the top, and Dequaza gets out of the fight. Ixia nearly dead. Masquerade, does he have the jump? Oh, the Storm Bolt! Another one! And Macke! Oh my god, the battle down here. At the top, the fort falls. Here it is where Hanzo died a bit earlier. We got a level 4, by the way. They ignore all distractions, but what a battle again. The top side, god, they barely made it happen. Down at the bottom of the map now, we have the same thing going on. The pressure plays from the blue team as well. And this is just crazy. Ultral is trying to prevent the Hearth from an Uberak. That didn't work. Stormbolt misses. Right wing portal again. I mean, we're all over the place. We're only 4.5 minutes into the game, and we're already all over the place here. So is the creep spread, by the way. So Dino is doing his best to ensure that...
手里，先不论它凑起来还蛮麻烦的啦，但是艾尔卡利命运卡，你加上那个额外奖励，加个树人部落，加个额外奖励，直接开一次拿80-90张公寓牌组，我觉得真的是一个比较稳定的选择，虽然没有惊喜，就是一直捡牌组，那个人真的不算差。你看这个什么善之处通货类型。
Towards the top left, Ultralisk, Banana Age, they're going for camp after camp. Down at the bottom of the map, another quick jump. Yeah, Dino. Needs to also be careful because now he's up against 4. Slightly outnumbered. But yeah, the rotation will definitely come and help him after they took the cap towards the top left. It's a race to level 10. Both teams are trying to get to level 10, and especially Team Mac is trying to get it as quickly as possible so that they can use it during the first objective, the second objective, and maybe even push with it. So yeah, there's that. Now, half a level is missing until level 10. Okay, Stormbolt is alright. Oh, that was a mistake. That burrow charge went a bit short. Yeah, that one got dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Now, we still have level 10 coming up, and of course, as I highlighted, the timing is slightly annoying. They even go for the boss because they realize they have level 10 in just another moment. And the red team is risking a lot by simply being here, so they are of course trying to dissuade them from going for the boss battle. But level 10 isn't there yet, so maybe they can even make a play for it. And now Zagara is dead, and there's still no level 10. They mistimed it. Level 10 is finally there. Is it enough, though? I don't know. Masquerade is on the point, gets the Ancestral. They're backing off, and they lose the boss. Well played. And Masquerade himself dies. It is a really tricky spot to be in if you know your opponent is going for a boss and they nearly have level 10. But Le Beast, they looked at it and they said, guys, this is simple. They don't have level 10 yet. As long as we move in and we are decisive in our action, we can take it. And that's the moment where the blue team is just a little bit too cocky. If they wait a bit longer until they have level 10 for sure, they have a much, much better position. but instead they are now starting to fall apart a little bit. The arrow was fantastic that we saw from Bishops. He's known for them. The Quasar could have died here. Sylvanas, on the other hand, is hinting a little bit, and yeah, so she's dead. They still get the fort at the top, so this brings Le Beast back into this. They were hoping for the experience. They couldn't get it in time. If they had level 10 at that moment, it would have been a very different beast. Masquerade, he's waiting for the Stormbolt, hits it, and that should be the end of a Blaze. No bunker for him in that situation. Top side gets still pressured. The boss, of course, still up, as you can see here. But we're talking about beacon control. And after we had 32% for the Beast, the blue team moved in and said, that's enough. Let's take it back right here, right now. Playing an Uberak, trying to move in again. Masquerade already CC'd quite heavily. Muradin is easily able to jump out. Still a lot of creep tumors on the map for Dino, so he can use them even further. But they're trying to get the control back over the top, whereas Blaze is not even interested in joining the fight. Instead, he changes his mind. He was moving down to the bottom, but he's trying to fight this out. Goes for Zagara, takes her down, but Sylvanas has fallen as well. So here comes that mobility again that I highlighted earlier. Muradin and Genji are easily able to jump out of these situations. There's no problem for them to traverse the territory, move down to the bot lane a bit faster. Arrow connects fully with Genji. And I mean, honestly, Bishops is just fucking insane. Bishops, round of applause. Great Arrow. Bishops is absolutely nuts when it comes to his Hanzo play. It's crazy. That arrow on Genji just murdered him. Genji had no chance there. But the counter kills, they still happen. They take Brightwing, they take an Uberak. So while we have 60% on the progress for Le Beast, we still have the top lane control for Team. Wow. And now it's of course on them to try and turn this once more. 9 kills to 5. We have nearly level 13, so they're getting closer and closer to locking in the next talent, which would give them a slight lead on this one too. Question is always, can they or not? Right side of the map. More camps now on the map that can be taken, but the beacon control again, it goes to Team 1. They might be able to claim the objective, but as I pointed out before, this isn't a winner takes all. So 60%, even if you lose the objective, that's not shabby. That's still doing some decent work. 70% against 60, they're reclaiming bottom. There comes the more. Blocks Ui as well. Masquerade is low though, 50% HP for him. As Genji completes his quest, and now the rest of the team is starting to join the fun. Now obviously, as you can tell, level 13 isn't available yet for the Beast, so they gotta be very careful how they're approaching this. And here's another quick attack for play. Yeah, the hit's coming, okay. It's contested once more, but they're laying claim to it. And now we have the points ticking once again in favor of the blue team. We're getting closer and closer of taking the 100%. And Nubarak dives in deep, has nearly no hit points. The bunker gets popped and he doesn't stand a chance. Genji moves in with Rexa and they get the kill. Banana is low, Bishops wants him. Bishops! This time he went too deep. This time he went too deep. He went for the big play and couldn't get it. Blaze made it out, but there's the big Zerg wave coming now. Problem is that this one isn't really too small either. I mean, obviously not a comparison to what we're seeing at the bot lane, but still, it doesn't really feel like we're having too big of a defense set up for the top though. It's only Rexa that has moved back to the Nexus and is trying to deal with all of this. Instead, at the bottom of the map, we have a full 4-man moving in for damage, with Zagara also adding more Zerg to the push. This has great synergies. So they're making their play now. They're trying to come in and go for the keep. I don't think they can get it, but even opening the wall up is going to be a step into the right direction for them. They still have a leading experience, and Nubarak wasn't able to force the fight there either. So yeah, both of the towers are down, the gate is gone, they have control at the top, nothing really happens. So they are fairly even in structures. The big difference is really this one fort that still exists for Team One. Outside of that, not that big. By the way, here now the Burning Beetles, as already expected a bit earlier, makes it also easier with the creep tumors on the map. Arrow, stun, jet propulsion, and Dino with the more saves the day. X-Strike, here we go. They take the kill on Nubarak. It was such a good combo initially from the red team, but now, oh, and they actually turned it again. I mean, this is just going left, right, left. First we get the big hits from the Beast, and then Watt turns it around, Beast with another double kill, and now they're losing everybody. Damn, 5-man team wipe. What a play. Well, they go for the boss. Let's take another look at this one. But that was all over it. Look at this. 4 heroes dying very, very quickly. Then Bishops is trying to get the kill, but Rhaegar comes in with another Ancestral. They get Hanzo, and then they can finish it off with a drop on Sylvanas. And Zagara has pushed out the bot lane a bit. Obviously, play knew what was coming. He checked them on the boss, but now he's in trouble, and if he dies, oh god. No! Oh, he was just trying to see if they go for boss or not, see what's going on there. Now we got level 16 talent for Team WAC. We got 17 kills to 7. The boss has been taken. They're trying to steal the camp, but a big arrow from Bishops again. Ultralisk gets out. The little crab is able to escape, and they steal the camp at least. I mean, no matter what you want to say about Le Beast, but this team is really aggressive. It must be Bishops. It must be Bishops. He brings the Russian aggression with him, and they are just going for fight after fight and are totally brawling it out. Now, always keep in mind that most of these teams are mixed teams. Team WAC is one of the more consistent ones, since they already have 3 French players, and as a rule in this tournament, you have to have 3 French players in your lineup. So it was a bit harder for the Beast, you know, to come together as a team. They don't quite have the synergy that the blue team has, but kudos to them. They're really putting up a spectacular fight here, but they are still lacking a level 16 talent. Yep, still a bit tricky. 17 to 7. It's all about the bot lane now. Genji's at the top. Genji's all the way up at the top, and he's pushing this out a bit further. They still got a camp there. Down here, they already lock in some progress on the beacon. Blue team, they know they have an advantage, and it's all about level 60 now for the Beast, but they can't take the fight before. Nubarag is already in trouble. The Maw is only hitting Trashwing. They try to go for the Fruit Fly invasion and take him down, but finally we got the next talent in, and here we go. Can they win this fight? They take down Misha, but look top lane. All of a sudden, Ultralis, he's not interested in the battle. He's not interested in the objective. He doesn't give a shit. He's going straight up for the keep. They lose. Rex are now down at the bottom of the map. That might give them some momentum. The arrow fully missing, but Rhaegar is dead too. Tried to go for the self-ancestral, and that didn't work either. But the keep is still gone. So 1 keep down, 2 level, 1.5 level advantage for the blue team. But the Beast, they are fighting back here, aren't they? Not only do they get, actually, talking about objective, 98%. Holy hell. I thought they were way farther down. So with Sylvanas, apparently they're just trying to push here. They try to get at least a keep out of this. They already took the fort down. They're not even going for the objective. It seems like they're going a bit for a Hail Mary approach here. Top lane could become a problem if this continues, because we're now having catapults moving in as well. And the second one is just starting to join the fun here. They're already going for Ui. Nice dodge on the Storm Bolt. Well done by him. X-Strike, Ultralisk, where's the Swift Strike when you need it? Jumps out, gets poly, dodges, again, protected, and dead. But the core shield is falling on the right side of the map. What is happening here? What is happening? 98% on the objective. They only miss 1 tick, and then they get the next Zerg wave. And the core is taking damage. At this point, Le Beast has to end it. They go for Zagara. It's a 5 versus 3. They have to end it here, but I don't think they can. Core is not getting attacked anymore. The shield is building back up. It's too early in the game. The catapults aren't strong enough. They go in with Sylvanas and Nubarak. Is he gonna die? No, he's not. The jet propulsion as they try to turn it again. What is happening in this game? It's absolutely bananas. But Nubarak, if he falls, yeah, they get the keep, but Nubarak is gone too. They are able to lock the keep in. There's another big play as Muradin gets dropped. Quasar literally pushed into a corner, feigning his death. He's delaying the inevitable, but he should die. And he survives long enough to help kill Sylvanas. Another jet propulsion, Banana Age with the big dodges, Duke City baby. Here comes Genji. The spray is on point. What's going on here? Right wing helps Ui out. 19, nearly 20 for them. We got 33 kills, everybody. 33 kills, and now they can go for the objective again and then try to push for the core. The Zerg wave is gonna go through the top. They're gonna try and push for core. They also go for boss now. They are trying for everything. What a game! Oh my god! Right wing is the only one here that realizes that the fruit fly won't be able to deal with it. The boss is there, moving to the bot lane. Up at the top, the Zerg wave is now moving in. Bottom of the map, there's a couple of Lings rushing in, but that's about it. Double catapult too. Yeah, trying to collapse on a Nubarak now. Plays low and has to get the cocoon out, trying to save himself. That doesn't work. Sylvanas is also dead, was fighting the Zerg wave alone, and, well, she has to realize very quickly that Zerg are just superior. So this is really looking good. The arrow misses heavily. Rexa's defending, he's the only one. The more hits Hanzo. This is it. This is game. They're taking it. But holy hell, what a map Rex's. It is a victory for the blue team, but boy did we see it back and forth. With 36 kills in total. GG.
Any green gem we can put in there? Not really. Let's keep running random Guardians then, I guess, until the invitation drops. A guide for this build? I do, with exclamation mark Zabo. It's a very, like a very beginner guide basically, a league start guide with no gear at all. A guide for starting SSF with that build, or like any league I guess. I mean, it's not a super fleshed out like video guide or anything. It's a POB, and it has like, check out the notes. It's like a walkthrough what gems to use for while leveling and so on to transition into the build. You got a head on the side from Gwenin, and you got a mage spell from fucking Arc Nemesis. Oh shit, dude. 2 belts. Congrats, man. Still no breast though. That's how it goes, man. For getting ashes, the only thing that would help to farm ashes would be this one. To progress to the Eater 10% faster. Because only the Eater of Worlds can drop the amulet. So that's the only passive that helps you to get the ashes faster. I mean, I would heavily recommend taking the extra altar chance and the extra pack size down here and over here as well when farming the blue implants. But they don't technically help you to find the ashes amulet. They just give you a lot more scarabs and stuff. Wait, it's the formed? Are you kidding me? Why did it drop the formed? Where's my twisted, man? At least we're gonna sustain the formed, right? Because we have like 6 to start with. Surely we're not gonna run out of formed. I wanna do 16 formed and I start with 6 of them. Surely we will sustain those, right? There's no way we get this unlucky. Only all the maps would be in City Square. Hundreds of D16s can't even find a formed. If you want to find a formed, you gotta run Shaper Guardians, man. It's extremely rare to find a formed on like random maps. Probably 1 in hundreds. But you just run any Shaper Guardian map. Not from Kirik, but like in your hideout, and they each have a 20% chance to drop the formed. I mean, it sucks to use Shaper Guardian maps without witnessing them, but if you playing SSF is just what happens sometimes. If you trying to self-sustain the invitation, it's just not gonna happen in the long run. You're gonna have some dry streaks where you just have to run Guardian maps without witnessing them, just to get more invitations. Yellow maps for harvest? No, we don't wanna. We can run tier 16s for harvest just fine. I mean, map sustain is like pretty much guaranteed this league if you take the right handed passives. No reason to run a lower tier map for harvest unless you're playing hardcore, I guess. Or if your build can't handle tier 16 harvest, maybe. And I really go down in tiers. If you're doing tier 60 maps, you can progress your influence and you can run these Guardian maps, Synthesis maps, Red Master Mission. It's just so much better to run IT maps. We spent like an hour today waiting for Elder Portals and Elder Phases. Actually annoying. Still better than farming Shaper though. You struggle going from 12s to tier 16s? Oh yeah, it's definitely a huge gap in difficulty. Like from tier 10 to tier 16 or so. Usually, like if you play like a strong starter build, that makes the transition into tier 16s a lot easier, of course. And if you like take it a bit slower and wait for like key upgrades like 6 link, level 20 gem, or even level 21 gem, if you wanna wait for that too. Then transition, like the jump to tier 16 is not that bad then. But if you're playing like something that is not very strong, like an off-meta build of some kind, and you're not on level 19 gem on a 5 link, then tier 16 maps are really rough, yeah. Very CDPS, as they say. We actually got a Twisted mutation to drop. I don't know how we deserve this, but we got one. 77 Quant, let's go. Alright, we have 3 more sets of Elder Guardians, then hopefully we can actually sustain for those squad maps. Biggest way to get a Shaper Crusader ring? Probably farming, you know, Shaper Guardians and Shaper. Farming the Formed. Also, I hate to say, but Expedition encounters and look for remnants that say chance to drop influence items. When you get that remnant, you can get a lot of influence items in one encounter, like 10, 15 sometimes. When you get those passives, of course, as well, the Atlas passives to get juicy expeditions, more runic monsters and everything. Nomad, that's pretty cool. My Atlas tree? Well, I change my Atlas tree like 3 times a day, so currently have this for farming Elder Guardians, but whenever I run like whenever I change my content just slightly, I change my tree around, you know? Different content is a different tree. The Atlas tree is different than your character's tree. You know, your character's tree you probably build once and then you keep it in there for most of the time, right? But Atlas tree is something you respec whenever you want to do a new piece of content, you know? Let me farm Einhar for the next 20 maps, so I take Einhar passives. Let me farm some Alva missions, I change to the Alva passives. So they could change it all the time. Pick it up with some portal scrolls, it's time. Should we sell those? Why am I in this town anyway? you don't need the gnome, it already had one. Some wisdoms as well. Should last for a while. Alright, let's yeah, 4 more maps to witness. Hopefully actually find an invitation doing those. How does the 9 for winter orb work? Just plus 40. Everything that says increased attributes of any kind gets converted into omniscience. So the utmost nodes down here, this one basically says plus 40 omniscience, 8% increased omniscience. And like it's not increased dex and then gets converted into omniscience later. All the flat rolls get converted into omniscience, added together, and then you apply all of the increased values onto it. So increased anything is really good for omniscience builds. That's why the Black Suncrest is so good that I'm using, right? It's like 400 something omniscience on my build because I got around 1000 flat, and that helmet is 43% increase or 42% increase with my roll right now. It's really good. In Trade League you shouldn't shuffle your Atlas. Yeah, in Trade League you don't have to shuffle your Atlas, right? You choose one strategy, one mechanic that you want to farm, and you just farm it, make currency, and buy whatever you need. In SSF you can't buy an Alva Temple if you need one, you can't buy a Harvest if you need one, you can't buy everything, you know. So you just gotta change your Atlas and farm the things that you need all the time. But in Trade you just choose a mechanic that you like farming and make currency with that. Don't have to change your Atlas around. That's why I don't like showing my Atlas off, because the SSF Atlas is not really something you want to copy. It just changes all the time. Alright, no invitation here, but we got 3 more tries. Surely we will actually get it this time, right? I'm gonna Horizon Overgrown Ruin. There's no way I'm running that map. Let me Horizon this one. Ash and Wood, way better. We got 1000 Horizons, so we can do a lot of Scarab Horizoning. Don't actually need any Scarabs badly right now though. We're gonna be bossing and then crafting gear for a couple days, so we don't need any Scarabs. I don't even use any, I think. Maybe some ambush while oh, we will use some ambush while running for Harvest and Essence, but not much. If I like the maps, it would drop the invitations. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Scarab Horizoning, there's a vendor recipe you can do. If you got Scarabs that you don't need, or that don't have any value, you can take 2 of that Scarab and vendor together with 1 Horizon Orb, and it gives you a new random Scarab. So you can take like 10 Gilded Elder Scarabs, because they're kind of shit now, and vendor them together with 5 Horizon Orbs, and you get 5 random Scarabs back. And they could be, you know, Expedition or Breach or something else that's decent. Yes, it has to be 2 of the same Scarabs. Exactly the same, like same rarity as well. And when you do the recipe with Gilded Scarabs, you're gonna get a random Gilded Scarab back, of course. Invitation. It's never gonna drop, dude. I might not even be able to run all my Twisted here. Yeah, Shaper Elder doesn't work with the new influence. You can only use it. It's only good for either you're running Disinfluence for some reason on normal maps. If you're running the normal Maven influence for whatever reason. But if if you're doing that, then why would you ever, you know, use up a map of scarabs anyway? And the other reason they're useful is for low tier maps. Like if you're magic finding in low tier maps or diff cards or something, you can't have the new influence there, so Shape and Elder is still really good there. Getting unlucky with invite drops. Yeah, I'm getting very unlucky today on these invite drops. We had 70 Elder Guardian maps, and now I'm down to, what is it, like 15? I had like 4 drop or something. Should have found way more on average. Mirror shot. Oh shit. Where do you get that? Is that from Harbingers or is it from Tujian? Oh, came from a hobby. Oh, dude, imagine we dropped the full mirror. Would have been nice, huh? More invitation. We got one more try. Now we have our 5 reserve maps. Oh shit. That same thing happened to me last league. A mirror shot from Tush and I got this card like the day after. The 1 plus 19. You just gotta gamble it up to 16, man. No problem. Just get lucky in Harvest, dude. I believe in you. All 4 stones? Yeah, I always wanted all 4 stones now since they buffed them. I think there are still situations where you want to do less stones than that, but they're pretty rare now. Wait, a Frenzied and a Berserker dropped. That's an Executioner right there, right? Let's put that in. I guess we'll also make a mirror image. Need to get rid of some pieces. Some Arc Nemesis real quick here. Nemesis statues, there's one. No more warp? Well, we'll play warp again, but I'm doing boss killing right now. So this build is way better for that. Killing all of these Elder Guardians that I saved up right now. Just doing a quick Arc Nemesis right now, but other than that we're doing forcing. Wait, this is the wrong one. We want Berserker in here. 3 stones is fine. It's totally fine. It's just kind of situational now. I feel like before they buffed the Void Stones, it was almost the only reason to do 4 stones would be to run 4 sextants. Or if you wanted to run one of those maps at the very bottom of the atlas, otherwise low tier. But it would be it would help you sustain if you did 3 stones or even 2 stones only. Now it's probably better sustain if you do 4 stones. Do we have blood vessels for ground farm? Not sure, since we have Ritual on Kirik's device, right? Without Kirik Ritual, you would definitely do just 1. So you use them as like a Ritual Scarab basically to guarantee a Ritual spawn. But since you get infinite Ritual anyway, maybe you use multiple then? Not sure. You want to use enough vessels that you can reroll 4 times, right? Or 3 times, but I think 1 is enough for that actually. get the invitation. Who would have thought? Some extra maps and find it twisted. Like 12k with one? Yeah, there's probably no reason to go for more than. Not the box, you can open that. Great to see that one in 216. Oh, 0 maps. Maybe we did drop some maps that are low tier. Get on my filter. Writing a ritual guide or explaining it? Honestly, ritual is really simple. You just kill the monsters and buy things. And ritual vessels, I don't think they're very deep either. Like there isn't many strats about them. Like ideally you add more monsters into your vessel, but I don't even think it makes a huge difference. Like if you min-max your vessels to get like a lot of monsters in them, then you get more tribute, but you don't get better options. So it really doesn't make much of a difference. If you get a bit more tribute, you can maybe buy a couple extra like fusings or something, you know, it's not gonna make a huge difference though. It's really very simple. But I skip it all the time as well, because I think if you don't go all in on ritual, if you don't like, if you just do ritual with no investment, like no atlas passives or something, it's a complete waste of time. It's like one of the least, like the time it takes to run it in terms of the rewards you get is just not worth it at all. There's only like 2 reasons in my mind to run ritual. Either you need a base or like a unique item from it, like the Black Flame unique ring or like a Blizzard Crown helmet. Obviously then you gotta farm it. Or you're doing oh, we got this twisted. Or you're farming it hard with like atlas peasants and vessels. And then it's like decently rewarding. But more in like a trading sense. I feel like in SSF you don't really get things that help you much. But you get like a bunch of valuable things that you can sell and trade from it. So I just build it again from scratch and had access to trade. You buy cooldown points really early and you buy this jewel. Like all the uniques for this build probably cost like 1 chaos, you know. Gear stalkers, you buy those, you buy this jewel for like a chaos, and you buy cooldown points for like 2 chaos. And you dual wield those instead of doing a shield, because then you can get way more damage and use the atlas way quicker. It's not much different than normal progression, because everything's cheaper now. I think we've been bossing for like what, 3 or 4 hours now? We only did the Elder Guardian so far. We could do the same thing for Conquerors and Shaper Guardians and then do all the bosses too. Oh god, I don't even know. I think we finish tomorrow. I think we're gonna need 2 more days for this. There's a chaos sitting there by Alkin Scour. I think the chaos is nothing. You can burn him really fast with Beyond or Pyrrhic Ambush. And Alkin Scours, you can't do anything with them. But, you know, chaos can be used for Pyrrhic mods. I can't convert Alkin Scour into chaos, right? So why would I use the value of chaos that can be used for other things? If I don't move my Alkin Scour to chaos gear, then or chaos items like maps, then I'm never gonna use them. Gonna chaos and map mods? Yeah. In like the 2 days where I grinded level 100 in Toxic Sewers and spent Pyrrhic Ambush on every map, we used like easily 600 chaos or something per day. I mean, I got lots of it back too, but you know, 4 chaos per map, and the map only takes like 90 seconds, adds up pretty quickly. good unique chest on this build? No, not really. The only one I would ever consider would probably be Breaststone for this build. You would have to fix suppression somewhere else, but it would make you actually immortal. I don't think any like damage unique chests is ever worth it. Like some of them are like okay, like Dendrobate or Carcass gives you like a little bit of damage, but it's not worth losing all the defenses from that you could get on a rare chest. Especially now that you can get like extra determination or effect and stuff like that too. So much like armor evasion. If you wanted, actually the biggest damage chest would probably be something like a Skin of the Loyal. Maybe even like a crafted, a double crafted one. You can get some absurd damage if you go for one of those at the cost of defense or stone. But that would, I guess I would consider that one too. Like that could actually be worth it if you're gonna build giga damage. But honestly, if you wanna build a giga damage prepper, then you wouldn't say poison in the first place. You would choose like the cold conversion or pure fist version. Versions. You lose energy field for ghost shards. Yeah, if you're doing Breaststone, you lose that, but that's fine, I think. You still get that else where you could even talk to melding over here. But if you're using like a rare chest or a unique chest like Carcass or something, they actually do have a bit of PS. Like Dendrobate, Carcass, and Tinkerskin, those are like the best that people use sometimes. They're all kinda, they don't really give much, they're not good, but they're okay because they have some ES on them too. Explosive traps one-shotting tier. Like anything like that. I'm not surprised. Like this league of omniscience, it's like huge power creep for damage. Lastly we got like the super power creep for defense, and now we got, you know, Brittle hasn't been touched and they added an amulet with like 150 penetration to the game. Seems good. If we get white sockets on it, you think for a Breaststone? No, you can use Harvest as well as coloring. Almost done at least. Only like, what is that, 10 more guardians after this. Drop the invitation at least. Let me do the twisted 2 more times. I want to do so many Mavens, man. Maven is actually fun now to use Awakening Gems. Last week I hated farming Maven. I like we dropped nothing that was actually fun to find, you know. Awakening Gems are pretty fun to find. A big jugger. Invitation, dude. We're down to 2. So I'm gonna drop one again. I think I'm not gonna touch my last set if I don't get the invitation on like those 4 over here. traps cannot be damaged? No, you don't really need it. A couple leagues ago they made traps cannot be damaged a default thing for like, I think it's 2 seconds or 5 seconds even. So for like a couple seconds your traps can't be damaged. The mastery is only relevant if you're like pre-stacking a ton of traps in something like, I don't even know where, like maybe, no, they don't fear either. Like, when you pre-stack them, they usually trigger instantly anyway, right? So maybe some bosses that somehow instantly deal damage and destroy them. I think I lost them at Izaro earlier actually. I pre-stacked and he jumped onto them and killed them before they went off. I don't know, it's really not relevant. Poison better in trade or crit? Crit will have more damage. Poison, I would only recommend if you want to build a tanky trapper. One more try to get the invitation. Then we have to eat into the reserve again. I kind of want to save these because they might... Maybe we get lucky on Eradicators from now on, and then I want to have these extra Guardians to make up full sets. The lucky offerings? Oh yeah, I did. We did the, I've done probably like 10 of those trials now that had improved offering. And I actually got Gift of the Goddess pretty often, I think like 4 out of 10 or something. Pretty good. I thought it would be very rare to get Gift, just like the Harvest Craft, but so far I seem to get them pretty often. Like it seems equally weighted, but I haven't done many of them to really tell yet. I definitely feel like it's worth taking for now. If this luck keeps going, like if this is the normal rate for Gift of the Goddess, then pretty good, man. I'd rather run 3 lab trials to get a gift than run normal Viva Lab, you know. I don't know what you need to make cold seismic better than fizz. I guess brittle is super cheap in trade, right? Like either the helmet or something, or the Six of Suffering. Both of them shouldn't be very expensive. I don't know what kind of weapons you would use on cold seismic. Probably you can't use cold endpoints. No invitation. Suffering is 9x. Wait, really? I thought Suffering would be like 10c, dude. Actually, 9x was just farm it, dude. It's not that hard. Isn't like everyone in their mom farming Delirium? Like whenever I watch Tuna stream, he's running Delirious Trance. I feel like there should be plenty of Sufferings around. How do you use the jewel? How else do you get brittle on the trapper? You use the helmet, it gives you like no other stats, so what is the play? Oh, there's a scepter for it, yeah, true, the high scepter. Yeah, that's easier. Yeah, I forgot about that one. It's it drops in replica blueprints, not armaments. It's an experimented base type, so it's part of the replica blueprint. Craft +2. I mean, I thought you have to craft +2. I'm sure like a +1 is also very strong. Yo, thanks Conrad1 for the prime. Appreciate that, man. You lose 6 level? Yeah, but you gain like 10 base crit chance, right? Like, I remember the physical trappers, they often use like increased crit strike and increased crit damage support. So, you know, the brittle will give you like a full link. You never have to use increased crit, and you can drop crit strike nodes in the tree as well. That alone should be worth it. Like a Nexo support gem is like 30% more damage, and it's like 3 gem levels right there, right? Oh, actually took damage. No invitation, as usual. What's that? 85 flat, let's pick some of those up. Alright, let's run those two. Whatever, let's go. If we don't find the invitation here, I'm stashing those 4 Guardian maps though. Is PS on boots good for a CF KB build? Probably doesn't hurt. I don't know. I've never played CF KB. Or have I? No, I haven't, I think. I mean, PS is... You want some PS on that build. I don't know where you would usually get it. Arc Ignite Elementalist for SSF League start. Definitely not top tier, but probably doable. 7 Elder, no watches. Unlucky man. I'll show you how it's done pretty soon here. We're about to do Elders. I'm gonna get like 10 back to back. We've got the good Illebo. Essences. Essence to guarantee like a high flat roll and then hopefully hit a second one. Oh, also Rock is apparently good. Oh, the Twisted finally dropped. Let's go. People keep saying I should do Rock for elemental bows. Because I can see how it's really good for the extra arrows, right? Because extra +2 arrows is really rare, but +1 arrow is kind of common, and when you get the Rock option to upgrade by 1 tier, it is guaranteed +2. I know. Rock is good to craft like tier 1 elemental weapons in general because they're like extremely rare rolls, but Rock gives them... If you get the Rock upgrade to tier 1, then you get it for free. It makes sense to craft them with Rock, but I haven't tried. What's the reroll gonna be? You mean the next character? I wanna play a bow Deadeye, I think, sometime next week. Gotta craft a lot of gear first though, I need to decide what gear I wanna go for. Physical bow, elemental bow. And what kind of boots? I don't even know yet. These bosses are melting. You're gonna lose time? Yeah, you say only lose time, but time is like by far the most valuable resource in PoE, especially in SSF, dude. If I spent like an hour rocking, I could have also farmed, you know, dozens of essences by mapping and tons of other things. Sucks. Oh, we got 2 orbs of conflict. We got duped. But somehow only 5 of these. So that means... If I found 5 with the passive, right? That means I would have found 4 without the passive, right? Because if I found 5 without the passive, then it would have been 6. But it must have been a 4 without passives. So my 100, was it 95 quant dropped 4 splinters only? And this happened like 3 times now? In like, what, 7 runs or 8 runs? Weird. What, I would pretty much always drop 6. Yeah, wrong. Kinda sus, yeah, it is kinda sus. I got 7 conflicts now though, that's nice. Maybe we can do some conflict crafting for the bow build. Alk conquer maps? Yeah, conquer maps you wanna chisel Alk, maybe even Val them, because quantity applies to the drop rates of like conquer exalts. So you wanna have really high quant in your conquer maps. For the shape and elder maps, you can run them wide, the quantity doesn't do anything. But for conquer maps, quantity very big. How to sustain toxic and waste pool? You pick up a decent amount of nodes that give you chance for a connected map drop. Like you don't need every single one, but you want to pick up a lot of this. Like maybe like 20 of these nodes. And then you, while running toxic sewers, you want to favorite waste pool as often as you can. And then when you run waste pool, you want to favorite toxic sewer as often as you can. And then with that setup, the bosses almost always drop toxic sewers. You could even guarantee that it drops from the boss, but you don't really have to because you're clearing the monsters as well. You're probably gonna find enough maps anyway. Wait, dropped a bunch of instances. Let me pick those up. What strat to push 100? Honestly, whatever you want. Like, the character that pushed 100 this week, we did Toxic Sewer Waste Pool of Ambush. It's not exactly like the best XP strat possible, but it was very comfy and it dropped me a lot of like scarabs and stuff. And we did maps really fast, you know, we spent only like a minute in each map, so I could find many bosses, you know, Elder and Shaper Guardians. But there's like tons of good strats to get level 100 now. You can even do Delve. Delve is like solid XP. The June missions is probably still the best thing to do in SSF, spamming June missions. If your character is strong, you can farm like beyond stuff. You know, there's like tons of options, whatever you like doing. The mirror drop in a small chest. Oh, it's like GFL clip. What was that? I'll watch GFL soon, or like tomorrow or something when I take a break. Let's watch that anyway. See that at some point. It's a reroll, no I clicked it, it's GFL. This guy is stalling so hard, come on. Right, 27 elders at least. We might find another Eradicator though. This was my last Eradicator map. But he might spawn as like an extra guardian, one of these. And Toxic Waste Pool is definitely not a bad strat for XP. The map is a pretty fast map. It depends on your build and a lot of things. What the best XP is really. Just find something that works, and most importantly, find something that doesn't get you killed. Because dying at 99 is like the worst thing ever. Especially, like the slower you are, the worse it is, you know. Like if you're running triple beyond in Trade League or something, then dying costs you like half an hour and you don't care, but if you're like playing a pretty slow build in SSF and you're running Alk and Go, death could cost you like 3 hours, and that's painful. Yeah, there's a guide on the, there's a cooldown on the guide command. On all the commands actually, so sometimes it doesn't work when you click it because someone just clicked it like, typed it 10 seconds ago. I want to pick up more opulence, don't want to leave those behind. Mirror image, tray, and opulent. We're gonna make that recipe a couple times. Some scarabs. It's interesting to me that the quantity on the Atlas works, but the rarity does not. Because I have these notes, right? For the extra rarity, but they don't actually work. I don't have any rarity here. But I think as soon as I have just one rarity, like if I run these maps blue, I think they would have the plus 15 rarity. Like you need to have base rarity to get the plus 15 apparently. I think that's what's happening. You can try. I'm gonna transmute the next map and see if it adds the 15% to it. Invitation, please. Nope, never lucky. Oh yeah, for Righteous Fire, I'm sure the Toxic Soul Waste Pool is very good. Yep. Are we doing an 8 rarity map? So 8 rarity, it might get scaled to like 10 from these nodes up here. But are we gonna get the 15 rarity as well? Yes, so it got scaled to 9 and got plus 15. So as soon as you have like just one rarity on your map, the 15 rarity works, but when you run white maps it doesn't work for some reason. Maybe it works, it just doesn't show up or something. Maybe it's a visual thing. Just right over like 2 monsters right here. Thanks for the warp build, it's really fun. You leveled from 1 to level 97 yesterday. Jesus, you've been blasting, man. I think the build is really fun too. Like it's not very strong, honestly. There's tons of builds out there that are just way stronger, like damage-wise and everything. But like the clear is just so fun on it, and it's a one-button build. I feel like I'm playing PoE in like 2016, you know? I'm just walking through maps and shit blows up. It's a feels-good build. One more try to get the invitation. I guess I can run those two as well, actually. Otherwise it makes me feel good. It does. Otherwise it's best thing in PoE. Prove me wrong. Any X for the warp build in Softcore? I don't know. Ask the Trade League players. Maybe someone has an idea. I'm apparently completely wrong when it comes to prices in Trade League. I would have thought that Sickle of Suffering is like 10C, but apparently it's 10X. I guess I have no idea what prices, man. I haven't played Trade League in like 2 years.
而不同材料有限制地区掉落。
如果你播那个东西，好像。
私が選んで望んで恋したんだから叶わなくても気持ちが伝えられなくてもこんな気持ちになれたことを大切にしたい本当だよ会いたくてでもほら
辛くなってるその人より私の方が先に
但也只是较高几率出现特定词缀，并非最高几率。哦哇，原来现在才知道，哈哈，好酷！
好きなくらいあなたも思っているなら私じゃやっぱりダメだね
为什么收不到海
最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていないからそれがたとえ私じゃないとしてもちゃんと最後は隠した思いが見つからないように横から背中を押すから誰よりも幸せにしてあげて
竟然
Hail.
为什么海王他不给我收？
They are coming.
可是我要收海王下面的这几个，然后组起来，我再自己组海王。
This way, exile.
あなたが恋に
为什么要 A 罗啦？
その横で
太冷了。
私はそっとあなたに恋をして
哦，最后一个
い
不能打
たの
到点。
何にも気づかないで笑うあなたの横顔をずっと見ていました最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていないからそれがたとえ私じゃないとしてもちゃんと最後は隠した思いが見つからないように横から背中を押すから誰よりも幸せに
所以到底为什么这几个会被标 trash？ 到底为什么？它的逻辑到底什么意思？
あなたが今しているのは私が一番聞きたくない話なのにそれでも聞き続けるのはあなたに会えなくなるよりはまだ少しだけマシだから私が聞きたかったのは終電の時間でも好きな な人の悪口でもなくて、せめて今日のために切った髪に気づいて、似合ってるよって言って欲しかった。最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていないから、それがたとえ私じゃないとしても、ちゃんと最後は隠した思いが見つからないように、横から背中を押すから、もう少しここにいて。こんなに好きになる前
那是很问
に
号。
どこかで手は打てなかったのから、私が選んで望んで恋したんだから、叶わなくても気持ちが伝えられなくても、こんな気持ちになれたことを大切にしたい。本当だよ、会いたくて。でもほら横にいてもまた辛くなってる、その人より私の方が先に好きになったのにな。でも私があなたを好きなくらいあなたも思っているなら、私じゃやっぱりダメだね。最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていないから、それがたとえ私じゃないとしても、ちゃんと最後は隠した思いが見つからないように、横から背中を押すから、誰よりも幸せにしてあげて。
用了这个就扫不到了，说。
その人が好きなのかも、隣にいる私じゃ勝ち目がないってことも本当は知ったあなたが恋に落ちてゆくその横で私はそっとあなたに恋をしていたの。何にも気づかないで笑うあなたの横顔をずっと見ていました。最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていない いが見つからないように横から背中を押すから誰よりも幸せにしてあげてあなたが今しているのは私が一番聞きたくない話なのにそれでも聞き続けるのはあなたに会えなくなるよりはまだ少しだけマシだから私が聞きたかったのは終電の時間でも好きな人の悪口でもなくてせめて今日のために切った髪に気づいて似合ってるよって言ってほしかった最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていないからそれがたとえ私じゃないとしてもちゃんと最後は隠した思いが見つからないように横から背中を押すからもう少しここにいてこんなに好きになる前にどこかで手は打てなかったのから私が選んで望んで恋したんだから叶わなくても気持ちが伝えられなくてもこんな気持ちになれたことを大切にしたい本当だよ会いたくてでもほら横にいてもまた辛くなってるその人より私の方が先に好きになったのになでも私があなたを好きなくらいあなたも思っているなら私じゃやっぱりダメだね最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていないからそれがたとえ私じゃないとしてもちゃんと最後は隠した思いが見つからないように横から背中を押すから誰よりも幸せにしてあげて ちてゆくその横で私はそっとあなたに恋をしていたの何にも気づかないで笑うあなたの横顔をずっと見ていました最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていないからそれがたとえ私じゃないと
捏了个爹。
ちゃんと最後は隠した想いが見つからないように横から背中を押すから誰よりも幸せにしてあげて
Use damage of a particular part。碰到有什么东西，我用血一直持续的扣。怎样？你要喝了？法术附加物理，这个什么加一爆？哎，不是，你这个名字不是叫做电球吗？你这名字不叫电球吗？为什么是法术附加物理？可不可以解释一下？原来是下肢啊，不是这只啊。幸せしか願っていないからそれがたとえ私じゃないとしてもちゃんと最後は隠した想いが見つからないように横から背中を押すからもう少しここにいてこんなに好きになる前にどこかで手は打てなかったのから私が選んで望んで恋したんだから叶わなくても気持ちが伝えられなくてもこんな気持ちになれたことを大切にしたい本当だよ会いたくてでもほら横にいてもまた辛くなってるその人より私の方が先にのになでも私があなたを好きなくらいあなたも思っているなら私じゃやっぱりダメだね最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていない 啊，怎么不会被我冰啊？伤害太低啦。
ないとしてもちゃんと最後は隠した想いが見つからないように横から
这个有猎手吗？
没有，棒球是非常烂，能有猎手，感觉应该还是蛮烂的。外能不能又降爆伤？哦吼，会打到哭出来。
あなたが恋に落ちてゆくその横で私はそっとあなたに恋をしていたの何にも気づかないで笑うあなたの横顔をずっと見ていました最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていないからそれがたとえ私じゃないとしてもちゃんと最後は隠した思いが見つからないように横から背中を押すから彼よりも幸せにしてあげて
好惨哦！
あなたが今しているのは私が一番聞きたくない話なのにそれでも聞き続けるのはあなたに会えなくなるよりはまだ少しだけマシだから
有够硬，这就是反抗军的力量吗？
两条防御池啊，我100%暴击。
時間でも好きな人の悪口でもなくてせめて今日のために切った髪に気づいて似合ってるよって言ってほしかった最初からあなたの幸せしか願っていない
我已经闻到骷髅了。
ないとしてもちゃんと最後は隠した思いが見つからないように横から背中を押すからもう少しここにいてこんなに好きになる前にどこかで手は打てなかったのから私が選んで望んで恋したんだから叶わなくても気持ちが伝えられなくてもこんな気持ちになれたことを大切にしたい本当だよ会いたくて
腰带是不是还没串珠宝？
对，我都忘记了。伤害不够啊，防御值还不是不能挑2个，太紧了。被猫一拳。连续23场没掉，你是期待他能掉什么东西？国道总舵好像打几场亏几场，人家统计的结果。
珠宝啊，亏到死。
对，还没打完。